Okay, so next one is the perforated coating pan. So unlike your conventional coating pan, so it contains the small holes or the small pores like the net. So when coming to your conventional coating pan, so it is like the simple that is the steel tank, so without perforation. So for the exhaust or to removing the air, you are going to put a separate ducts there. But in case of the perforated coating pan, you need not to put any of the ducts, so because the whole of the pan, so it contains the pores or it contains the net like structure. So from this the air is going to easily removed, so the tablets are easily dried, so when compared to that of the conventional coating pan. So here it contains the perforated drum, so like which is contains the many of the pores, so that is rotated on the horizontal axis, so like your so conventional coating pan. So here the coating material you are going to spray through the nozzles or the sprinkler system, so which is placed within the pan. Okay, so in these most cases this type of tablet coating equipment has either full or partial perforated drum, so either it contains the half or it contains the partial or it contains the fully perforated drums. Okay, so like this perforated pan coaters so have efficient drying system, so because the drying is fast when compared to that of the conventional coating pans, because it contains more amount of the surface area for the removal of the air, so because it contains more perforations or it contains more air for the air that is the outlet or the air exhaustion. Okay, so however, so this unlike the conventional pan, the perforated pan coaters have an efficient drying system. Okay, so like easy to dry, so beside they have high capacity coating machines, so in compared to the conventional coating pan, so you can so easily coat the tablet and you can coat the more amount of the tablet, so by using the conventional that is the perforated coating pan. So here the air is going to enter, so at an angle of 45 degree, and it is going to leave through the pores or through the perforations. Again this perforated pan coater, so they are of four types. So one is the axilla coater, so one is the high coater, one is the dry coater, and one is the clad coater. When coming to the axilla coater, so like here you can see, so with the perforations it is having the baffle, so here you can see the steel blade, so like that is the baffle, so like so it is having the baffle, so that is going to provide the proper or efficient mix of the tablet within the drum, so the tablet is not going to stick to one another, so there will be uniform and efficiently mixing up of the spraying solution, that is the coating solution as well as the air. Okay, so here the spray gun that is going to atomize the coating solution, the sprinkler system or the spray that is going to break the bigger droplet into the smaller droplet, and that is going to atomize the coating solution, and that is going to direct that solution onto the tablet. Okay, so dry that is the inlet air flows from the upper section of the drum, so like from the top you are going to spray the hot air and the coating solution. Okay, so like after, so the coating and the air has been dry in the tablet, the air is going to remove from the perforations or the hole, so that is going to increase the overall efficiency of this type of the tablet machines. Okay, here you can see that in the middle it contains the spray gun that is going to spray the coating solutions. On the top one air inlet will be there, so from that the hot air is going to insert it, and it contains the perforation, so from which the air is being that is the exhaust. So when coming to the second one, that is the high coater, so here you can see, so the making up of the high coater is different from that of the other coater, so because it contains to the that is the drum which is fitted on both of the sides. So when coming to the other, so it is just fitted at one side at the bottom, so here it is kept vertically and it is fitted with two, that is the motor system, or it is kept on a horizontal flame. Okay, so like here the design of the high coater system, so it is going to different from the working from the axilla coater. Okay, so here the machine is going to direct both the coating solution and the drying, that is the air, drying air towards the bottom. So directly there will be two inlets, so one for the air and one for the coating system, and both are directly inserted into the coating pan, and both of them are going to spray simultaneously. So there will be drying as well as there will be coating. So in coming to the high coater system. Okay, so next is the dryer coater. Okay, so in coming to the dryer coater, so it contains the pan which has hollow perforated ribs. So here you can see, so there will be the hollow, that is the ribs, so which is having many of the pores. Okay, so like here, so it contains the ribs or the metallic projections that is having many of the pores. Okay, so here, so you are going to, so which are the dryer coater, so pan which has hollow perforated ribs which are located inside the periphery of the coating drum. So means inside, throughout in the circular form, so these ribs are being located, so at a small gap interval. Okay, so like as the drum rotates, the spray is going to atomizes the coating solution and direct into the tablet from the top section. So from the top you are going to spray the coating solution. Okay, so like however the drying air that is going to enter through these perforated ducts. So here there will be separate inlet for the drying air, so that it is going to enter through the perforated ducts. So and after drying, the air is going to exist through the same, that is the back of the coating pan. Okay, so when coming to the axle coater, so there will be perforations, and so you are going to insert the air from the top, and the exhaust air is going to remove from the perforation. So here it contains the perforated ribs in a circular form. So you are going to insert the hot air through those ribs, and after drying, the exhaust air is going to also remove from that, that is the perforated, that is the ribs. Okay, so next is the glat coater. So like it contains the perforations, and generally nowadays it has been used in the industries, so for the drying as well as for the coating purpose. Okay, so like it contains the spraying, so which is directly kept inside the drum, as well as it also contains the hot air inlet that is also going to directly kept inside the that is the perforated coating pan. So both of them are going to spray together. Okay, so like after, so the spraying and drying, so the hot air is going to remove from those of the perforations. So it is having high coating capacity. Okay, so like it is made in big size, and it is having more efficiency in coating up of the tablet. Okay, so next is the fluidized bed coating or the air suspension coating. So in this type, so you are going to spray the air from the bottom of the, that is the tank, and they are like specially designed tank, or like your fluidized bed dryer. Okay, so here you are going to insert the air from the bottom. Okay, so like again, so this is going to make the tablet rise up in the air. So you are going to insert the air from the bottom of the, that is the coating pan. So the tablet is going to rise up into the center, that is in the pan, and again it is going to fall back to that of the bottom. So like that there will be the tangential or there will be uniform mixing up of the coating solution, as well as the, that is the, there will be uniform drying. So it has like high efficiency drying system, so with upward flow of drying air. So means we are going to put the air from the bottom, so that is going to come from the bottom. Okay, so like the air flow that is going to enter, so like so from the center, so the tablet is going to rise to the center, so with the air, so and again it is going to fall back into the bottom. So okay, so like there will be the continuous movement, or this cycle is repeated for many of the time, so till there will be the efficient coating. Okay, so like after, and again the coating solution is also going to apply from the spray nozzle, so that may be located in the bottom. Okay, so again there will be the efficient coating. Okay, so when coming to the fluidized bed, that is the bed coating or the air suspension system, or here you are going to insert the air from the bottom. So along with the air, the tablet which is settled at the bottom, they are going to rise to the center, and again they are going to fall to the bottom. Okay, so again the same time you are going to insert the coating solution from the bottom, again that is going to rise along with the air, and that is going to coat the tablet, and there will be more efficient coating. So because the tablet are going to dry within a fraction of seconds, so during the rising only the tablets are going to dry, okay, or before falling only the tablets are going to dry. Okay, so when we come into the example of this type of fluidized bed technology, that is the Wurster process, granulator process, and the rotor process. So when coming to the Wurster process, so that is also known as the bottom spray. So here you are going to spray both the air and both the that is the coating solutions from the bottom. Okay, so hence it is known as the bottom spray fluidized dryer or the Wurster, that is the process. So here we can see in the middle you are going to insert the hot air, as well as you are going to insert the coating solution from the bottom. So along with the air, the particulates or the tablet are going to rise, and also the same time the coating solution is going to spread uniformly, and it is going to dry, so within the fraction of second, and it is going to fall down. Okay, so on the top there will be the outlet for the air, so from the that outlet the remaining air is going to removed. Okay, so like this this Wurster method, that is most commonly used for the fluidized that is the bed process for the multi-particulate coating. So multi-particulate in the sense the small tablet or the granules, so you are going to coat by using this technology. So in this process there will be the concurrent, that is the same direction of the movement of the powdered particles, the pellets and the liquid spray. Okay, so as already discussed, so both the coating solution and the air you are going to introduce from the bottom. So both the spray and the air, that is going to direct in the same, that is the direction or the concurrent direction. The coating process occur within the Wurster column. Okay, so that is the equipment that is known as the Wurster or the Wurster column. So that is going to happen within the column only. So next is the granulator process. So that is the top spray process or the top spray pan. So here we are going to introduce the air from the bottom. So while the spray, that is the coating solution, you are going to spray from the top, so that is in the opposite direction. Okay, so this process generally you are going to use for the granulations or to coat the granules. In this process there will be the counter current, that is the opposite direction movement of the powder particulates and the liquid spray. Here you can see, that is you are going to introduce the air from the bottom, that is the particle is going to rise up in the air, and from the top you are going to spray the coating solution. So both the air and the coating solutions, they are going to run in the opposite direction. Okay, so in the top, that is the bottom spray, there will be in the same direction. So here it will be in the opposite directions. And when coming to the next, that is the rotor process, or that is the tangential spray. So in this, so you are going to fit the same, the air is going to introduce from the bottom, and the spraying solution, that is going to introduce from the adjacent side, or from the horizontal or from the right angle side. So that is going to create an tangential movement of the particulate within the column. Okay, so like this, originally designed for the preparation of granules or the pellets, this process has become adapted for the film coating for the micro particulates, that is the small granules or the small particles. In this process, the powder particles or the pellets move in an helical fashions, as already discussed. So because we are going to spray the air from the bottom, and you are going to spray the coating solution from the adjacent sides or from the right angle sides, that is going to create an helical, that is the pattern. The liquid is sprayed within the spinning rotor disc, which is moving on the powder pellets. Okay, so then the so then the coating solution is going to spread from the adjacent sides, that is going to create an helical pattern. There will be more efficient coating.